This week on C Plus News Time, NBC is about to drop its own a la carte streaming service, Mike O'Brien's about to drop some tasty radio, and Lena Dunham dropped a pilot over on at HBO. This time it's about 1960s feminism. Man, it's not fair that all these women are getting this attention because of their equal rights and equal pay. When are they going to make a show about manisms? Maybe it'll be this. C Plus News Time.
It's C Plus News Time with your host, Chad White.
Welcome back to C Plus News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the comedy news you know about for the week of October 12th, 2015. There is a lot of news in the comedy world this week, so let's get right to it. First up, NBC is about to have their own a la carte streaming service, but in 2016. Now, back in March, NBC stated interest in making their own streaming service. Now, it was revealed later on this week that NBC did in fact come up with one, and this time it's called CISO. So for $4 a month, you get TV shows and 3 to 5 movies, as well as daily stand-up specials, and you get classic shows like SNL, Kids in the Hall, The Office, 30 Rock, and a few other NBC shows. But the kicker here is that you also get new series, and I mean like 15-minute to 30-minute to hour-long series. Yeah, 3 different sets of time. Right, I know. And these new shows will come from the likes of Dan Harmon, Kulat Vilaysack, and Amy Poehler. NBCU Executive VP Evan Shapiro said they may stream live comedy specials at some point, and he also added that they're focusing on the niche of comedy, stating that it's the most popular genre out there by a long stretch, by a secretariat stretch. The new shows include Kulat Vilaysack's Bajillion Dollar Properties, the UCB show from Amy Poehler, and Hidden America with Jonah Ray. Now, CISO is supposed to drop in January 2016, but there will be a beta in December. Next up, Mike O'Brien's about to drop Tasty Radio, a comedy sketch album on October 30th. Now, this comedy sketch album is going to be released via Comedy Dynamics, and think of Adam Sandler's albums like a sketch comedy album. This is what is kind of being in the same vein as. O'Brien says the album is meant to mimic the sensation of scrolling through radio stations, occasionally returning to one you might have liked to check back in. Guests include SNL family like Jason Sudeikis, Fred Armisen, Scarlett Johansson, Bill Hader, John Mulaney, and more. If you want to get a taste for what the tracks might sound like, head over to AV Club, where they have exclusive single track that they released called Elephant Man's Boys, which features O'Brien as the Elephant Man and Fred Armisen and John Mulaney as 2 douchey guys to just hamming up the story of the Elephant Man. It's really great. It's kind of different from what you would normally see in a comedy album, and I expected a lot from Mike O'Brien. And finally, Lena Dunham sells a 1960s feminism show to HBO. Now, it's not a show about 1960s feminism, but it's a show set during that time of the second wave of feminism in the 1960s. HBO ordered a pilot for a show called Max, which is going to be directed by Lena Dunham, just the pilot, and the pilot's also going to be written by Girls writer and executive producer Murray Miller. Lisa Joyce is starring as a magazine writer who finds herself caught in the major civil rights movements. Now, this wouldn't be the only female-driven comedy on HBO. If this series is picked up to series, it'll join the likes of The Comeback, Veep, and even Lena Dunham's own Girls, along with Sarah Silverman's new show, Whitney Cummings' new show, and a new show that was already picked up just about a day ago at the time of this recording from Issa Rae about a black woman living in modern America. That's all the news I have for you this week on C Plus News Time. Why don't you subscribe or check out one of our videos? Do both, actually. I don't know why I keep saying or. It's not a choice. It's not Sophie's choice. Speaking of Sophie's choice, why don't you choose to follow us on Twitter at C Plus Comedy, follow me on Twitter at Chad Black White, like us on Facebook, tumble with us on Tumblr, and head to the website cpluscomedy.com if you already haven't done that, where you can submit your own things and write and do videos and write a review or something. Just do what you got to do to make things better in this world. Be creative. Be happy. Go out there and dance your little butts off. Like Pharrell said. I'm not singing the song. It's already stuck in my head. Stop snapping. All right, I'm ending this. Bye. New shows include Kulat Vilaysack's Bajillion Dollar Properties, the UCB show with Amy Poehler, and Hidden America with Jonah Ray. Now, fuck. Do it again. Do it again. All right. All right. New shows include Kulop v. Lysak's bajillion. New shows include Kulop v. Lysak's Bajillion Dollar Properties, the UCB show from a do it again. New shows include Kulop v. Lysak's Bajillion Dollar Property for Lysak's. New shows include Kulop v. Lysak's Bajillion. New shows include this, Chad. This is it.